Today for math, I'm probably going to have you pause this video quite a bit, so make sure that you remember how to pause because I'm going to go pretty quickly, but you're going to slow down by pausing the video. So today what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to complete a number sentence to answer some word problems. You'll know that you've learned by the end because you'll be able to complete them by finding the missing add-ins. And here's what you need to know. You need to know what add-ins are, and you need to be able to make sense of a math problem. So what that means is you're going to need to be able to read or listen to math problems and find out what they want you to solve. So here's our agenda. We'll look at our number talk. We'll look at our vocabulary, our lesson. We'll do some practice, and then at the end you can do some I ready. So let's take a look at our number talk today. Here's what I have. I have a word problem, and it says, I have 5 black cats, and I have 4 gray cats. They want us to figure out how many cats we have in all. I want you to think for just a second, and I want you to try to solve this. So go ahead and pause this video, and I want you to take time to try to solve it. When you come back to this video, I want you to check your answer with me. I'm trying to figure out how many cats in all. So I know that what I'm going to do is I know that I'm going to add, okay, in all. I've got my 2 parts. I need to find my whole. So here I have 5 black cats, and I have 4 gray ones. What I need to do is I need to count them all up and see how many I have in all. I have a couple strategies that I can use to do this. One of them is I can count on. So I could start with 5 and count on 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's see how many that equals. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, so I think my answer is 9. Now let's double check that. I can also just draw a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make those look different. And let's see how many I have in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, so far I've got 9 for my answers. I could also use a number line. Let's say I have a number line. And I can hop, so I'm going to start at 4. Or I could start at 5. I could start at either of them. I'm going to start at 4 though, and I'm going to hop up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look what I landed on. The number 9. So I've proved to you that the whole is 9. Now I can write 2 addition problems. Look. 5 plus 4 equals 9. I could also flip-flop it and say 4 plus 5 equals 9. But the important part is that I'm finding that it equals 9. Awesome. All right, here's some vocabulary. We need to know that add-ins are the numbers being added. A number bond is what we just worked on here, that little diagram, that picture. And then count on, I showed you an example of that here. I started with 5 and I counted on 4. So we learned that a few weeks ago. Oops, sorry. Let's take a look at our problem of the day. Remember, I have to read the problem and then I have to decide what they're wanting me to do, okay? So it says Jan has 6 pencils. She gives some away. Ooh, I know that I'm going to subtract because she's giving some away. Now she has 5 pencils. I need to figure out how many she gives away. So I want you to watch me solve this problem. Now, I've got a few questions down here. The first one says, what is the problem asking us to do? I know that the problem's asking me to take away because it says that she's giving some away. I also know it says, am I missing the whole or an add-in? I know that I'm missing the add-in because the whole is 6. In subtraction, I always start with the whole. So let's take a look. I'm going to use a number bond to help me with this. Jan has 6 pencils, so she has 6 in all. That's the biggest number I can use. She gives some away. We don't know how many she gives away, but we know she gives some of them away. And now she's left with 5 pencils. So take a look at my number bond. I can use addition to help me solve this problem. I'm missing an addend. Now I could start with 6 in my picture and I could take away 5 and see what I'm left with. Or I could start with 5 and see how many more I need to get up to my whole. So let's take a look. I'm going to start with 5 and I'm going to jump until I get up to 6. Let's see how many jumps I had to make. I only had to make 1 jump. That means that 5 plus 1 equals 6. I could also start with 6 and I could see how many I needed to take away until I got to 5. It's the same thing. I only needed to take 1 away. That means that Jan gave away 1 pencil. I could also use my picture to help me do this. Look, I could start with 6 and I can look to see how many I need to take away to have 5 left. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need to take this one away to be left with 5. Okay? So that's what we're going to practice today. What I want you to do is I want you to get out your number path. Yours looks different than mine. Remember, yours is the one that has the 3 number lines on it. It looks a little bit different than mine. You're going to need your whiteboard marker. And then you're going to need to remember how to pause this video, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some problems and you're going to use your number path to solve them, okay? Alright, so let's say that I have 5 cats. Let's say more cats come. And now I have 7 cats. You need to figure out how many come. So look, I'm going to start with 5. I'm going to add some until I have my 7 cats. I want you to pause this video and I want you to try to find the answer. So if you started this video back up, you're going to know that you start with 5. Let's jump until we get to 7. I needed to make 2 jumps to get to 7. Let's try another one. And let's look at our practice page real quick. Some of these are also going to be subtraction, so let's do some subtraction too, okay? Let's say that I have 8 cats. Some go away. And now I have 6 left. We need to figure out how many go away. So I start with 8. Some of them go away. And I'm left with 6. Or I could say that there's 6 left. I could add some more until I get 8. I want you to try to solve this problem. Go ahead and pause your video and see if you can solve it. If you're joining back with me, there's 2 things that I could do. I could start with 6 and jump up until I get 8. I needed to jump 2 times. Or I could start with 8 and see how many I need to jump back until I'm on 6. 1, 2. Both of them equal 2. So guys, what's really important is that you're thinking about how to set up your problems, okay? So let's say that I have 5 toys, some break, and now I have 1 left. What you have to do is you have to think about this, okay? If I start with 5 toys, some of them break, I can put a blank there, and now I have 1 left. I could also start with a 1 and add some more until I get 5, because remember, this is my whole and this is my part. I want you to pause this video and give it a try. Alright, if you've started it back up, let's check it. Here's 5. I'm going to jump back some until I get to 1. I had to jump 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Or I could start with 1 and I have to jump 1, 2, 3, 4 places to get up to 5. So guys, what we're doing is you're trying to make sense of this problem by turning them into number sentences. If you have somebody working with you today, let them give you some more to practice, and give them some more, let them try a little bit more, okay? We're going to skip our partner work today. Today what you're going to do is in your math book, you need to find page 21. Sorry, hold on. Whoops. Here we go. 21 and page 22. Remember, this math book is the one with the little colorful bears on top. It's black and white. There's not any color on the inside. And I want you to try to solve these problems. Once you have solved them, you can put your pages up on Seesaw. After you do that, you can get on to iReady Math, okay? Remember, recess is at 1 o'clock. At 1:30, you can come watch your last video of the day, all right?